Hi guys, James at RampantLionReviews again for you today. So for this video I wanted to just do a kind of channel update or a channel message, these kind of things that I've done over the last few years while I've been doing the channel. I'd just like to keep you guys, the followers, kind of in the loop with what's going on. And for this one I actually have some news to announce that I'm really quite excited about. So from August I'm going to be starting teaching science and maths at an international school in Sweden. I won't of course say which one it is, just for kind of safeguarding stuff with the kids and things like that. But I will be starting teaching at an international school and I'm really quite excited about that. Coming over to Durham for this year, the whole idea really was to kind of guarantee myself a job back in Sweden so that I wouldn't get kicked out when Brexit went through. Brexit is scheduled to happen, I think, March 2019, the end of March 2019, and I was quite worried that I would get thrown out of Sweden. Basically, the immigration laws can be a bit strange. They favour certain people over others and things like this in my experience. So the idea was that I wanted to go get my teaching licence done and get a job in Sweden that would basically guarantee me the right to stay, because I've loved it over there. I love Skåne and I love being able to go to Copenhagen and things like this, and you know, that was always the goal, to go back. So I'm really quite glad, and it's a bit of a weight off my shoulders that I've finally been able to kind of get something sorted out. And with the whole Brexit thing, in some ways it's a little bit disappointing to have to leave Scotland. You know, Scotland gave me a very good education, but at the same time, it's almost like the older generation of Scots don't trust the younger ones to take the country forward. That's kind of my outlook on the whole thing with independence and stuff like this. We'll see how it goes in the future. I'm pretty sure that independence will happen in my lifetime, of course, and that's something I would really love to see, because I think, personally, from my experience, I found that as a young Scot, I've got more in common with the Swedes and the Danes and things like this than I do with the British. But that's just my experience. But I think the idea of you know, the other European countries are our allies. Basically, there's a lot of culture shared there. I've worked with people from Estonia, from Germany, from Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Italy, Spain. I've worked with people from loads of different countries throughout the EU, and I think this whole kind of thing is quite sad. Yes, there's problems with the politics and stuff like that, but I think the principle of of working with our allies, if you like, and working with cultures that are quite similar to us is a very good thing. And that's the saddening aspect of this whole Brexit thing. But let's not get too kind of political on this one. My plan for the next year, of course, is to get back out to Sweden. I want to do my Swedex tests, which means that I can teach the younger kids as well. But it basically officially says, it gives me a piece of paper that says you can speak Swedish to this level, which would be really nice. And of course, with this teaching job that I have, it's really good. The labour laws in Sweden, of course, are really nice, so I can finish my physics off at Lund. I still need to finish my astrophysics masters. There's a few more classes to do there, and in the next couple of years as well, I want to look at doing my my brewing MSc at Copenhagen University as well, which would be really nice. And a couple of the breweries and things like that I've spoken to have been open to the idea of me going and sort of doing my internship, if you like, with them, because part of that degree, of course, is that you do an internship. But really, I want to stay in Sweden permanently and naturalise as a Swedish citizen. I think it's, you know, it's a really good place to have a family and stuff like this. Maybe I'll go to Copenhagen at some point, but I think at the moment I really enjoy Sweden. It's a lovely country, the people are great, and I think that's kind of that's basically what I want to do over the next couple of years. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. Maybe I'll go and do my physics PhD. Maybe I'll stay in Sweden for that. There's a group in the Netherlands that I was really interested as well. So there's lots of options at the moment, but for the kind of immediate future and the sort of near-term future, if like for the next good few years, I do want to stay in Sweden because I've really enjoyed it. And as I say, I've kind of put roots down there, if you like. But yeah, so another thing I wanted to mention as well was, in my last channel message, I promised you some Korean and Japanese beer reviews. So in terms of my relationship, that's quite a complicated thing at the moment, so that is, without going into it too much, that is why you didn't get Korean and Japanese beer reviews over the summer. So from my part, I apologise for that, but you know, it was kind of something that really couldn't be helped. It was out of my control, really. But maybe you'll see some more Japanese and Korean beer reviews in the future. That's something we just really kind of need to wait and see. But other than that, there's some really exciting things coming up for the channel. So the plans I've got for definite over the next little while are kind of as follows. So in early March, I'll be going to visit Manchester, and I'll be meeting up with Paul Romeli from PA Brew News. He's coming over to tear up England, which will be really interesting, I'm sure. So that'll be quite funny. And Craig from Kent Beer Reviews is going to be there, Rob from Hop Scene, and Peter the Clueless Drinker as well. Stuart Picard, of course, from Gingery Ale Trail, who is now of course retired, he'll be joining us there, so that should be quite interesting. Hopefully I can film some more Meet the Blogger videos for you during that time, which is something that went down really well. I've only managed to do one with Casey and Eric from Sotogami Akihabara in Japan as well, but I do want to do some with the guys there. The question is whether they're sober enough to do them or not, which I'm starting to doubt at the moment. In April as well, I'll be taking a little trip over to Stockholm, which will be my first time up there. So you will be seeing a few more of the few different Swedish breweries that I might not have reviewed so far, like I think, what is it, Två Små Rum or something like that. There's another brewery up there that I can check out. So you will be seeing some other Swedish breweries appear at some point. And I'll also be going down to Greece for a week as well to visit my friend Georgios. So I'm going to make sure that I get some nice Greek craft beers reviewed for you as well. And I'll probably bring a stockpile of those back with me. I always do that whenever I go on a trip. I book a little 10-15 kilogram case and just fill it up with beer pretty much. So you will start to see some nice Greek beer reviews coming up in around April time. There was a few requests for that, of course, but as is always the case when you're doing a beer tubing channel, the biggest factor is actually being able to get a hold of the beers that people request. I'm willing to do anything, but actually getting a hold of these beers can be pretty difficult in some cases. But you will be seeing some Greek beers as well. As part of my teacher training, of course, I finished my teacher training just towards the end of June, but as part of my teacher training for the first 2 weeks in June, I'll actually be going to the Czech Republic. It'll be Olomouc that we're getting sent to, but I think I'm going to spend some time in Ostrava as well, and also in Prague, and maybe Zealand and stuff like that as well. There's quite a few places we can go over there, but you will start to see some more Czech beer reviews as well. That's something that has really been neglected on the channel since the outset, so I really want to correct that and get some more Czech beers reviewed for you over the next little while as well. And that opportunity that I have in June is certainly going to allow me to do that as well. As for my summer this year, I've not really decided exactly what I'm going to do. With the job that I have, I'm going to start on the 8th of August if I'm remembering correctly, so it's July basically that I've got free, and I've got a few ideas in my head. I'm not exactly sure which one I'll go for, of course. But if I do have some opportunities to do some beer videos and things like that for you during that time, then I'll certainly look into that. As I always say, I love trying different craft beers from different places, and I will try and do some videos. But it may be that the channel is a little bit kind of is asleep a little bit over the period of July. But as I say, my job starts in August, so you will be starting to see more Swedish beer reviews and Danish beer reviews, of course, from then as well. So some other possible trips that I'm thinking about in the near future. I've got a good friend in Ukraine who I need to visit, so that'll happen at some point in the near future as well. I'm not sure exactly when. I need to talk to her about that and see when is best to actually go, when most things are on, when the weather's good. Ukraine, of course, can be really bloody cold, so you want to go when it's actually a decent time. I do need to get out to Slovenia as well. Davor, of course, is one of the kind of loyal followers of the channel. So yeah, I need to go and visit him at some point. He was offering to show me around Ljubljana and things like that as well. I will be going out to China, I think, next summer too, so you might actually see some Chinese craft beer reviews as well, which should be really, really interesting. A bit longer term than that, I actually really do fancy going on one of these North Korea tours and doing some of the North Korean beer things. That's something I've talked about with Harry Meadows, of course, from Blue Nose Beer Reviews. He'll be in Manchester as well. That's something that he and I have talked about a little bit before, so hopefully that can come to fruition and we can get out there. But Nepal is another one that I've been looking at. I've got a good friend out in Kathmandu that I need to go and visit, and South America, my friend's wife is from Peru, so that's another one that's in the works as well. The problem is really just finding all the time and making sure you have the finances to do all of these things. But Greece and Stockholm are definite, Czech Republic is definite, and Slovenia is, I would say, Slovenia and Ukraine and China are pretty much definite. Slovenia, Ukraine and China, of course, do still need to be actually organised, but the other ones are all organised and ready to go. But those are the ones that I do want to look at in the near future. So there will be some kind of exciting things. And that's one of the things that I always enjoy about this beer tubing channel. You get to learn different things about different parts of the world. You know, I'll do a video from, say, Argentina or something. You get all of these people commenting on it, oh, try this beer, try this beer. And that's what I like about it, is this whole kind of community that you build up. People teach you about their local beer and stuff, and that's what I really enjoy. And you know, that's one of the great things about a kind of international community. You learn things from different people, and that's what I really enjoy about it. As I've always told you with this, I've got no plans to stop it. It might be a little bit sporadic at times because of things that I've got going on, training that I need to do, languages that I'm learning and stuff like this. By the way, I'm learning Japanese and Chinese at the moment through a university in Sweden, which is interesting. A bit of Russian as well, actually, which is another really kind of crazy language. But, you know, there's lots of things going on. I've got no intention of stopping the channel. I just like to keep you guys in the loop with what's going on. And as I always say, I'm really grateful for the support that you give the channel. It's always cool to learn from you guys different things about different beers, different hops and all of this kind of thing. So, you know, please keep your comments coming. I always love hearing from you guys, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support that you've shown the channel over the last, I think it's 5 years now. It's coming up 5 years, July 2018. So at the time I'm filming this, it's about 4.5 years. So a huge thank you for all your support. There's many exciting things to come, and I hope you've enjoyed this kind of little update. There will be some more reviews coming for you from tomorrow. I've just been a little bit busy over the last kind of couple of weeks doing this this trip over to Sweden to sort out contracts and things with my job. But as I say, it's a weight off my shoulders, and I'm really looking forward to the next couple of years, and we'll see how it goes. So until the next time, Slange Just Now, look forward to some beer reviews, and of course, as I say, keep suggesting beers and stuff to me. It'd be great to hear from you guys. So Slange Just Now, and I will catch you guys very soon with beer reviews. Cheers.